It is story time. It is story time. Come on in and open your mind. It is story time. It is story time. It is story time. Come on in and let's explore. There are so many open doors. Come on in and bring a friend. Come on in and let's begin. It is time for story time. Welcome to Story Time with author Michelle. Come on in, bring a friend. I like to call these my book buddies. So get your book buddy, grab your blanket. I have my warm scarf. I have my winter hat, my winter sweater because I'm reading winter stories. So, once upon a time, there was a story titled The Snowy Day. This is one of my all-time absolute favorite books. It has the Caldecott Medal. That means this is a book of honor. Really, really good book. All right, let's open the front cover and let's find out. It's like opening a door. So let's explore. Look at that. There's someone walking in the snow. Let's find out. Look at all the snowflakes. The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. To Tick, John, and Rosalie. All right. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit, ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. He walked with his toes pointing in like that. Look at him making a pattern. Out, in, out, out. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks, and he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. Look at his tracks. It was a stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Look at him getting that snow off. Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. So he went walking in the snow. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. And Peter gets smacked with the snowball. So he made a smiling snowman. I love it. And he made angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow. And all the way down, up, down. He picked up a handful of snow and another, and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. Look at him putting that snowball in his pocket. Mom taking off his wet socks. What do you think will happen to that snowball? Let's see. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Here he is in a warm bath. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. What happened to the snowball, friends? While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. The end. Ezra Jack Keats has so many other stories that you might want to check out. The Snowy Day, Peter's Chair, Whistle for Willie, Pet Show, A Letter to Amy, and Goggles. Those are all Ezra Jack Keats stories. Pretty cool, that Peter character. So, what do you think happened to that snowball that was in Peter's pocket? Can you bring a snowball inside your house and put it in your pocket? What do you think will happen? Well, what's the difference in outside and inside? The winter temperature. That word, temperature. Outside, it feels very what? Cold in the winter. Inside, it feels warmer. Do snow last when it's warm outside? No, it tends to melt and turns into, you're right, water. It melts and turns into water. How do you think Peter's pocket looked or was feeling? Maybe just like those socks. It was wet. So, don't you try putting those snowballs in your pocket and bringing them in your house. I don't know if they'll last. Where do you think you can put it so it'll last? I want you to think about it. Open your mind. Story time is a great time. So if you would like to read The Snowy Day again for yourself or just take a look at those pictures, why don't you try doing like I did? Check it out at your local library. If you decide you would like for this book to be a part of your library at home, why don't you ask Mom and Dad to visit your local bookstore? Or moms and dads are pretty good sometimes with those computers, and they can order things online like Amazon, Target, or Barnes and Noble. And when they go there, they can order these books. That's where you'll find my book, Author Michelle. Shelly Goes to School, Shane Goes to School, You Can Too, and Shelly's Dolly, and Shane's Train. You can go get all these special books to become a part of your own library, or just do like I did. Have some fun. Go to the library. If you got a library card, it's always fun. Well, story time has ended. Story time is all done. Thank you for coming in. Snowflake kisses.